have you gone and seen David Goggins at one stage? Was that in person?
Yeah.
And there was something that he said or something that stood out, but I can't fully remember. Can you elaborate on that?
So that's the story behind me getting into running.
Yes.
So I was always a football player, and then for local footy, and then I just quit, one because we were losing a lot, and two because I was always getting injured. And I was just over it. And I remember me and a mate went to a David Goggins concert in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And I had on my New Year's Eve resolutions in my phone that I wanted to run a half marathon that year. Anyway, we went, listened to David Goggins, and then he did a Q&A at the end. And the Q&A went for ages. I got to speak to him, which was pretty cool because I obviously idolised him. That's the reason I went. And but this other guy stood up and asked him a question. And he said, David, do you have any advice for someone who wants to run a half marathon? And Goggins,
it wasn't you.
It wasn't me. And I was like, shit, like, this is on my New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
And Goggins just looks at him like brutal as, just says, do you think one day you'll run the whole thing, run a full one? And the guy was like, yeah, maybe. And he just said, why the fuck are we even talking about it? He said, why are you talking about it? Just go out and run the half marathon and we can be done with this. We don't have to talk anymore. And my mind just went far out. That was my resolution.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? It's true, because if I just go and do it, I don't have to do it to the bet. Like, I don't have to do it super quick in an impressive time. But if I go do it, then that means I've ticked off one item of my yearly bucket list. So about 2 weeks later or the next weekend or something, I said, you know what, I'm going to go do it. Started running. That Saturday I ran 24 Ks. I aimed for a half marathon.
Over.
Yeah, but I got like, I ran too far away from my car. And I was like, I got to get back to my car now. So I'm running back, and then I'm like, I'm still like 3 Ks away. And I just said, you know what, like, you're out here to do it. You're not going to stop running. You're not going to walk at all until you get to your car. So I did that, ended up being 24 Ks. And I didn't love running at that point. I just loved the thought of doing something really hard that challenged me. And at the end of it, I was like sick. Like, it cooked me.
Yeah.
Like, it was difficult, but I was like, I'm alive.
Yeah.
We can find something harder next.
Can you remember like that exact half marathon and like a stage in that run where, or like certain stages in that run that stood out in terms of like you could have, or you were close to stopping, that you kept going? Or was there a stage in that half marathon that stood out to you?
Yeah, for sure. It was after the 21 Ks had finished.
Yeah.
And then I was down near GMHBA Stadium, and my car was parked near the waterfront, and I had to run up the hill and over that to get back to the other side of Geelong. And I remember just thinking, like, I'm just going to stop and walk the rest.
Yeah.
So in the actual half marathon, I didn't have any idea of how to pace a run. I didn't have any idea of how far I could run. I think I might have just fluked it that day. Okay. Because the thing with a lot of people is they say, like, I could never run half a marathon. I'd probably say to most people, if you can run 10K, you can run a half marathon. You just don't realise it because you're running too fast. And I think I just maybe got away with pacing it correctly that day. But definitely once I hit 21.1 Ks, I was like, I'm going to walk to my car. And I really, really wanted to. But then I just said to myself, I probably said to myself, what would David Goggins do?
He wouldn't stop.
Nah, he wouldn't stop. So I kept going. Remember, I got to the top of the hill as well. It was at 23 Ks. And I said, okay, now I can walk. And then when I hit that 23K mark, I said, why are you even telling yourself that? All you have to do is one more K and it's downhill. So just do it.
And then that feeling afterwards where you didn't stop and you made it.
Yeah.
Elite.
It's one of the best feelings.